What's up, everybody? It's Soren Baker.
Amir, Rahimi.
And today on The Great Debaters, we're going to look at some Pusha T material for y'all. Get ready. Alright, Amir. So Pusha T's been in the news a lot lately, obviously with his beef with Drake. Longtime fans know and love his material as one half of the Clips with his brother No Malice. And he's forged on and had a solo career now that they've gone different directions creatively. So today on The Great Debaters, what we're going to do is look at Pusha T's singles and pick out our favorite or the best Pusha T singles. So let's go with the best Pusha T single. So let's go with the best Pusha T single. So obviously Pusha T, acclaimed member of the Clips, they put out a lot of acclaimed material that also sold well. And then, of course, they had a lot of, mixtape stuff that was going on while they were having label issues. Then they split up, and Pusha T is forged on and allied himself with Kanye and Good Music, and has been in the news for lots of reasons, music included. So, Amir, as you look at Pusha T's catalog, what are a couple of the singles of his that you're very fond of and that you think are particularly noteworthy?
One of them is Pain, off of the album My Name Is My Name, featuring Future.
Okay.
I'm not particularly fond of Future on hooks or guest appearances, just not my cup of tea. I thought he did very well on this one. I thought the beat was loud, it's awesome, it's boomy, and then I just love, as we hear throughout this album, we hear a bunch of Wire references. That awesome show from Baltimore, well, not
Go
there.
Go figure, it's the greatest show of all time, centering on something in Maryland.
Maybe we'll debate that one.
I don't
know about that one. No, but he's uses samples. He names his album off of a famous quote off that show, My Name Is My Name. So that song has punchlines riddled everywhere, as Pusha T has throughout his discography, right? But one thing that I thought was just such an exceptional punchline out of all of them, where he says, Trey 8 on, I could have been Trayvon, but instead I chose Avon, which is, as you watch The Wire, it's just like, he's witty, he incorporates, he's aware of what he's doing. My Name Is My Name, Wire references flooded, that beat is incredible, Future actually does well. That's one of my picks.
Okay.
That's one of my picks, man. It's a great one.
Okay. And I'm going to pick one from this album also, Numbers on the Board, because I thought that song, I just love the beat in particular. Don Cannon and Kanye combination on the production side of things. I just love that beat, man. And I remember hearing that song back when it was coming out and just thinking like, this is really setting the stage for an album that's going to be very powerful. Obviously he's got his signature flow and stuff, so that wasn't shaking me or anything in that regard, but I just remember that beat and his flow over the beat I thought was phenomenal and had me very excited, because as someone that liked the Clips before they even came out, because I had the Revival and I had the Funeral and I had all this stuff.
Exclusive audio footage.
Yeah, I had all that stuff. It was very exclusive for several years, and I had it on cassette on the Advance.
Burn me it.
So I was very excited about that. So, and being from Maryland, there being from Virginia, it was just exciting to hear, artists that I really liked, and this got me back into being super excited about it. So, what's another song for you?
And that bass on Numbers on the Board, when it hits you, bro, if you have the windows up, your ears are ringing. I'll tell you that one, because it's happened to me at least a dozen times.
Okay.
Another one I'm picking would be off of the Darkest Before Dawn. I really like MPA, stands for Money, Pussy, Alcohol. I thought it was pretty interesting how he used his features. He had The Dream, Kanye West, and A$AP Rocky on it. And I'm actually very happy he did not have them do verses. Like Kanye and A$AP, I thought Pusha T really pulled it off, kind of giving little small stories within his verses, and The Dream setting it off super well. in the beginning with his awesome voice, and Kanye and A$AP on that hook was just awesome. They're kind of harmonizing a little bit, and just the drop off of the production in the third verse and coming back. I just thought it was just such a well done song.
Yeah.
And it's I don't know. And as I was talking about, so much punchline rap and all that Pusha T does and does well with, I thought this one was kind of in another category.
Okay.
A bit. I just thought it was a breath of fresh air.
Gotcha. Now, this is not a breath of fresh air in the sense that it strays from his subject matter, but another single of his that I think is one of the better ones was A Drug Dealers Anonymous. Like, I really like that song a lot. Of course, it's promoting and boasting of nefarious activity, but I thought that the combination of Pusha T and Jay-Z, I just thought both of their verses were so excellent, and how both of them were able to use their visual style in a way that connected with each other, stuck to the theme of the song, and then really gave, both of them obviously have rapped about that subject matter extensively, but for them that at that point in their careers to be able to have another song where they rapped about dealing drugs and the quote unquote, I guess you would say, the glory of it per se.
Yeah.
But it was just amazing to me. I thought the beat worked well. I liked how they had just their verses both, I think, were pretty long, but they also were very vivid and very striking. So that's my second selection. What about you?
And it was interesting how that didn't make it to an album. It was very good.
Yeah.
And I love the cover art for that one too.
Yes.
So I wanna pick another one. This is off his new album, Daytona, which I don't have the physical copy for yet. They're lagging. Unfortunately, but I love the intro song, If You Know, You Know. I thought it just set the mood off, and I think it was the first line of the song where he's like pulling up in that new toy, which I thought was exceptionally fitting because that song makes me want to have like a convertible top and just like bump it. And I love how the sample comes in, the bass comes in. It's just like it's really awesome. It really makes me want to have a luxury car and play it. I'm like being very, very serious.
Okay.
That song I think is just very well. It has a music video. I think it counts as a single. That's my third pick.
Okay. So as we going to start whittling down between our respective picks, what is it about those three that you may see like a common thread of, or something that you see that's different about them in your opinion?
I think Pusha T has a lot of confidence.
He definitely does.
I think, yeah, he does. And I think that shows on a lot of singles. And it was really hard for me to even choose these three. I actually wanted numbers on the board, and I didn't. At last second, I switched.
Okay.
And even songs like Nostalgia with Kendrick Lamar and these songs, I just think he just does so well. It's really hard to just...
You really like My Name Is My Name, I see.
I like yeah. But, man, picking...
And if you haven't seen Black Klansman, there's a Wire reference in that film as well.
There
so
is.
Make sure to go see it.
There is. Early on in the movie.
Yes.
But, Pusha T, I think he's confident. I think one main theme is obviously the drugs and just his ability to just talk about them. And I think that's just super impressive. And he makes me, and to go back to If You Know, You Know, he makes me sometimes look things up online. Like where he's like, we bought the tennis balls for the wrong sport. If you know, you know. I'm like, well, I don't know. So let me look that up. And he's like, the trap door's supposed to be awkward. I'm like, what is he... Like, no, I didn't grow up with these things, so he kind of makes me want to do some digging on my own. So that's one thing about Pusha T I like is, although it can sometimes be a little redundant, I think his subject matter and his way of just making it sound fresh, even though it's a lot of the same topic, is really awesome.
So which of the three do you pick as your best Pusha T song?
You know what? I'm a little... bias here because when I heard the song, I was heavy into The Wire, so I'm choosing Pain.
Okay.
That was Wire. That was my soundtrack. Coincidentally, when I was watching that show, so I gotta go there.
Mine is a very difficult choice because numbers on the board, I just think it's just so phenomenal. But Drug Dealers Anonymous is gonna have to be my pick, just because I think Jay-Z is exceptional on that song, and when Jay-Z raps like that with that type of controlled fury and the attitude, like it's impeccable. And I think Pusha T matched him in doing it his way, but he matched that level of excellence on the song. So that's going to be my pick for the best Pusha T song.
Okay.
So there it is, y'all. Now, of course, that's what we think about Pusha T. Make sure you guys hit us up in the comment section, share, like, subscribe to the channels, and let us know what you guys think. What's the best Pusha T song? Hit us up and let us know what's happening, y'all. I'm Soren Baker.
Amir, Rahimi.
Check us out, y'all. Comment it up.